These 7 celebrities can only blame themselves for the not-so-great turns their careers took in 2020. In today's video, we're going to be looking at celebrities whose recent actions seriously damaged their reputations in 2020. It's not impossible for some of these celebrities' careers to bounce back, and some of them may have already recovered. But if a celebrity faced serious backlash because something they did this year, you may find them on today's list. 7. Lea Michele. In May, Lea Michele tweeted her support for the Black Lives Matter movement, but it became pretty controversial when her former co-star Samantha Ware tweeted her reply to the post. Samantha said that Lea insulted her and threatened to get her fired off the show. Shortly after these accusations were published, many other actors and actresses told their own stories about Lea Michele's bad behavior on set. As the controversy continued, the food delivery company HelloFresh served their ties with Michele. Lea eventually posted an apology on her Instagram for her past behavior, but in her interview with The Variety shortly after, it became a question whether Lea had truly learned from her mistakes. 6. Nick Cannon. Producer, rapper, actor, comedian, TV show host Nick Cannon's career faced backlash earlier this year when a video began trending online of his interview with former Public Enemy member Richard Professor Griffin, who famously left the group after sharing his anti-Semitic comments to The Washington Post in 1989. In this video from the episode of Nick's Cannon's Class podcast, Nick made many controversial statements himself. It didn't take long for Viacom CBS to drop him from their roster because Nick failed to acknowledge or apologize for perpetuating anti-Semitism. In response, Cannon said he had no hate in his heart, nor malice intentions, and called for unity and understanding. 5. Lana Del Rey. Singer Lana Del Rey felt her songs were constantly being criticized for glamorizing abuse. So, in May 2020, she took to Instagram to defend her works. She started the post by claiming artists like Nicki Minaj, Cardi B, Beyonce, and more were able to sing about sexuality without being called out. Fans felt that Lana needlessly criticized her fellow female artists, ignoring the fact that they have also received backlash in the past. They also felt like she was specifically targeting women of color in her complaints. Unlike most celebrities, Lana skipped out on apologizing and started defending herself against angry fans. Although her Instagram post was meant to reduce the criticism she had to face, she ended up drawing even more critics against her. 4. Doja Cat. Shortly after her single Say So went all the way to the top of the charts in May, hashtag Doja Cat is over started trending on Twitter. The hashtag picked up traction after rumors and controversial videos suggested that she appeared in multiple racist chat groups. Twitter users also alleged that the title of her song Didn't Do Nothin' was a racist reference meant to mock African Americans who experienced police brutality. While she apologized for using that term, she stated that it was never meant to mock African Americans or the BLM movement. She also denied taking part in racist conversations, as well as associating with white supremacists. 3. Shane Dawson. Shane Dawson has been known for his controversial behavior for a while, but 2020 took things to a whole new level. Controversial content from Shane resurfaced this year, including old videos featuring racial slurs. He was also called out by Jada and Jaden Smith for making inappropriate sexual remarks about Willow Smith when she was only 11 years old. Jada tweeted, to Shane Dawson, "I'm done with the excuses." And Jaden tweeted, "I'm screaming at the top of my lungs," with some red-faced cursing emojis. As a result of all of this, Shane's YouTube channel was demonetized and he lost all of his major business deals. 2. Ellen DeGeneres. The voice behind Dory from Finding Nemo just couldn't stop getting herself into more and more controversy this year. When she made a joke about quarantining herself in her mansion being like jail, she was called out for not acknowledging her privilege. After she made this joke, it didn't take long for the community of Twitter to start sharing numerous stories about Ellen being mean and or disrespectful to her guests and also her staff members. Several members of her TV crew had their salaries reduced, and multiple roles were replaced by freelancers when The Ellen Show started airing from her California mansion due to quarantine. While this whole drama was unfolding, Ellen still managed to win a Daytime Emmy Award for the Best Daytime Talk Show in 2020. But even that couldn't save her reputation. 1. Amber Heard. In May of 2016, Amber Heard filed for divorce from Johnny Depp, whom she married in a private island ceremony 3 years earlier. But as we all know, it doesn't end there. Amber also filed a restraining order against Johnny Depp, which included allegations of domestic abuse. Regardless of that, it seemed like everything was calming down, until December of 2018, when the Washington Post published an OPED from her saying, "I spoke up against sexual violence and faced our culture's wrath. That has to change." Reacting to that, Johnny Depp and his team filed a $50 million defamation lawsuit against Amber in March of 2019, where they argued that the claims made in the OPED were false. The lawsuit also states that Amber was actually the aggressor in the relationship, and she was the one that abused Depp. Johnny Depp's attorney said that they had multiple eyewitness accounts, as well as video and photographic evidence that prove Amber was faking her claims of injury. They've submitted photos of broken glass that Amber had thrown at Johnny only 1 month after the wedding, and photos of him with black eyes, scratches on his face, and various other injuries on his face and body following an alleged attack by her. Since then, many people have taken Depp's side, including his ex-wife Vanessa Paradis. Do you think there's someone we missed? Is there any celebrity you know who's not being called out for their toxic behavior? Let us know in the comments below. If you're new, make sure to hit the subscribe button so you don't miss the latest updates about any drama that's happening in the world.